Hey everyone, I'm here to explain this assignment. So we have the Explore section of rotation, orbits, and seasons. All right, so once you're in there, you can see the grading scale and you can see the directions here. So we got 3 things to do for grading. So I'm going to show you what those are. Remember, when you open yours, it might ask you to sign in and you want to open it in Safari. It's going to work the best. All right, so what you see is something like this. We've got 3 pages. Here we're on 1, 2, and 3. You don't have to do Explore More Resources. If you want to, they're always there. So when you read through this, remember you can go to Language and change it to Reading Level B, which makes it a little bit easier. You can click on these blue words and it'll open up a glossary with some video and other things. As you go, you want to take notes, and you can do that here on this page, or you can do it on paper. If you highlight a sentence, for example, you can take notes and write about it, and it'll put that sentence in there. You can highlight it, and then you can see all your notes in one spot, like for when you take the test. So take notes as you go. We've got a video in the middle here, some more reading, and then there's 2 animations and a reading. Once you're done with that, all right, you're going to do this Earth-Sun system, okay? And let me see that load up here. Okay, so you've got a little picture here. It's a diagram of the planet Earth. Over here's the planet, and here's the sun. So you're supposed to pick out which sentences state incorrect information. So you're highlighting anything that's incorrect, and make sure you highlight, take care to select, or make sure you highlight the whole sentence. There's 3 to choose from. So you would choose from these 3 to highlight. So highlight anything that's incorrect. Okay, that's page 1. And this goes back to what we saw in the dome, in the planetarium, when we went downstairs and saw that. This has a lot to do with that. So why does the Earth have seasons? Hopefully you remember some of that. Here's some reading on it, a video, and then here's like a interactive website. So it's pretty cool. You can mess with the rotations yourself. And there's a video on equinoxes and what causes summer. And then down here, okay, you are going to use your data from this simulation to every season. So you're going to do this, and there'll be data you have. You're going to use it to graph here. So you can graph March, June, September, and December, and how many hours of sunlight there are in each of them. You're going to input that data here, and it'll graph it for you. So let's say there was, this is not real, but let's say there was 2 hours of sunlight in March, it would do it for you. You can also move it on the graph, and it'll change the number here. So find out how many hours of sunlight there are in Caribou, Maine, and then you'll have a graph here, and you submit that. And then the 3rd page, all right, why do seasons differ around the world? Again, we saw this in the planetarium, so hopefully this is a nice review of that. So some reading, and then an endless summer. It's another one of those websites where you can explore and see things. There's a graph, okay? Just take a look at the key over here. So at different spots, the North Pole has these vertical lines here and horizontal here. How many hours of sunlight? Because remember that it has chunks of time where there's no sunlight and then purely sunlight. Okay. Here's another interactive site. Okay. And then down here, you are looking at this diagram. Here's the sunlight, and here's the Earth, and here's the different latitudes and longitudes. And it's asking you questions about this diagram. So in this moment, what season is in the southern hemisphere? How do you know? And in the diagram, which location on Earth is receiving the most hours of sunlight, and why is that? So you're writing your explanation. So that's what is due for Explore, for rotations, orbits, and the season. I'll see you all soon.